listening to Radio Romania International.
So this is of course, the Choyong LC90. I'm doing a series this month where I'm going to talk about my favorite radios, but mostly the radios I use the most, and the Choyong LC90 right now, I think I use it at least several times a week. What I kind of like about it is the fact that it's an hybrid radio, and this is so cool to go like this to Radio Romania, for example, on shortwave, listen to his program. Nothing interesting on shortwave, or you don't feel like tuning the bands, then you can go to the smart radio side and start streaming, BBC or whatever station, or go by country. It's kind of cool. And it's much better than it was. They've really worked hard in making this radio better. And improvements that they did over the firmware updates that were pushed is not only better shortwave and no more interference and birdies everywhere, but they've also improved the streaming. The streaming is more reliable, has less moments where it's gonna buffer or freeze. The overall radio itself also is better. The first few weeks that I had it froze. You would have to deal with the fact that it was a little complicated sometimes to get it back on and working well. That is much better and improved now also. And the way that you search for stations and you get your favorite stations is also much easier with the different categories that they've made, which make it easier to find, and separate different content. Is it perfect? Far from it. It still has flaws, but no radio is perfect. We talk about it all the time. Firmware 4.7 is supposed to fix one flaw that I really hope it's gonna do. It's the single sideband. To make things clearer on single sideband, when you tune a single sideband signal, if you tune it, so let's go here to the shortwave upper sideband. Let's go to upper sideband. Here we go. And if you tune a signal, I don't know if we're going to get any of those tonight. 5505, 450. Kind of difficult, rough propagation tonight. Anyways, when you get one of those signals that, let me go to 7200 here, and maybe go to lower sideband. If you tune in 1 kilohertz steps, it tunes correctly. Trying to find a single sideband signal when you're trying to talk about it. Of course, the odds are always against you. So you see, from 54 to 53, the step is good. So I can go from 46. It is definitely telling me there's something lower. I go on 45. It's there. The problem is if the station is really a little off. If the station would be on 7145.25, then you got to use the tuning with the fine tuning button, and that doesn't work. It's really the fine tuning that actually is wrong. So, for example, here to resolve, I should be going down, but when I go down, I actually move away. It's really reversed. The fine tuning is reversed. And that is the biggest problem, I think, with that. Because apart from that, I mean, it definitely works. And I got no complaints. At the kilohertz, it actually steps fine. Let's put it back on shortwave. go back to Radio Romania, 7325.
To enjoyment factors, while Herculana has all the facilities for that.
So anyways, that is supposed to be better. And on 4.7 we'll have RDS on FM, which this is a great feature for a display like this one. I mean, this is going to be great to have. Remember that if you see my screen is blue, it's actually black. It's an artifact of the camera seeing the blue light in the LEDs that are in the display. That's why when I turn it in certain directions, it actually looks bluish. So it has been one of the main radios I use a lot. And if you look at its little cousin, so mine is off, but I can once again confirm that a lot of you have the mini version, which is much smaller, and told me that yours and the frequency is not off. So it probably is a problem with mine, not a problem with all the mini versions. But whatever you get, you know, one or the other, I suggest you go for the big one. Don't go for the mini, go for the big one. Better audio and also better control with 3 buttons that give you an easier way of going through the features and tuning around. But yeah, it has been one of my great favorite radios right now, which of having a lot of fun. A lot of people are like, well, you know, you can stream on your smartphone. I don't know a lot of people that stream on their smartphone, international radios, first of all. Second of all, your smartphone does other things, so it often interferes with your streaming capability. If you get a call, if you know, you get notifications, all sorts of things can bother that listening experience. Depending on what you're listening to, sometimes your phone, you know, will listen. You'll have the capability with Bluetooth, and then the phone will, for some reason, go to sleep, or and you know, there's all sorts of things happening with a phone. Here you got an, you know, independent device that does it on its own. And I always think that if you're serious about smart radio and internet radio, you're much better off with a device that does it than on your smartphone, for the most part. But, of course, you can do it on your smartphone, absolutely, and drive it through Bluetooth on a radio that has Bluetooth capabilities. But this is one of the radios I kind of crave a lot and listen a lot with in the past, since I got it from Choyong Radio. So kudos also to Choyong Radio for, you know, being very proactive and trying to fix everything that people find. I think this shows how amazing the company is in responding to our requests, and just makes this an amazing little radio to own. And I think a lot of you that have one are happy with it. The first versions were very rough, and a lot of people returned them. I know that some people don't want them anymore because of their experience with the first versions and the fact that you had to update through a PC. But now that you update through, you know, Wi-Fi, and you don't need a computer, it definitely makes things a lot better for the Choyong LC90. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.